Good deal. Okay, well, before we get started, if you guys haven't been participating this week, we're going to need a long beach towel. Longer the better. If you have a resistance band, that would actually be even better. A closed loop band, about 1 inch thick. Or if you don't have a closed loop, but maybe you have an open band or something with a handle, that'll work also. But nonetheless, if you don't got any bands, just grab yourself a long towel. And while you're taking a moment to grab what you need, just wanted to remind everybody that starting next week, I'm going to be doing a foam rolling class at 12 o'clock on Tuesday. And I'll also do a mobility class at 12 o'clock on Thursday. And that'll be every week going forward. So every Tuesday and every Thursday at 12 right before stretch. So that gives you a good opportunity to knock out both of them if you're interested. Hopefully you guys got the invites for those classes. I also provided a link on the invite that will direct you to an Amazon foam roller. If you don't have one, they're pretty inexpensive. I think it was about 15 bucks. So something to consider. All right, so let's get started today. I'm also recording today's session and I will post it to the YouTube channel. That way you'll have this as a resource, at your convenience. If you're not able to participate in live sessions. I have one out there already on some of the yoga stretching that we did last week. So you can check out the YouTube channel for that, and then this one will also be available hopefully later this week. Okay, so let's take our towel or our resistance band and let's start with some arm rotations. Let's go 10 apiece. So I'm going to start with my right arm. I'm going to follow with my left. Go as wide as you need to. Make sure those elbows don't bend. Give you an idea what it looks like from the side angle here. I'm touching my low back before I follow around with the opposite arm. Once you get your 10, we'll switch directions. So now I'm going to start with my left arm and follow with my right. We'll do another 10 rotations. Give you a look from the back side. So I will say that I attempted to cut my hair this morning for the first time in almost 2 years. I used to cut my hair all the time. Then I started getting spoiled and I started just getting used to going to a barber all the time. So gotta learn how to cut my own hair again. So one thing I didn't do was my neck. I'm gonna have Rachel help me out with that. So apologies that it's not cleaned up in the back. We'll go straight back with the third movement. So this time we're gonna get a little bit more chest stretch in here. Again, keeping those arms straight. If you feel like the elbows are bending, just widen your grip a little bit. Okay, as soon as you're done with that, we'll transition into the lower body stretching. For the first go around, I'm going to use the towel. For the next go around, I will use the band. So towel with the right leg, band with the left. Hopefully you guys can follow along. So what I want to do, actually before I get started, for those that are using a band, I'm just going to give you a quick demo like I did yesterday, just how we go about attaching the band to our foot. So I make a nice loop around like so, slide it over the foot, and then I can snug it up. So it should look something like that. Okay, if you have something open like the handle band, all you need to do is start from the bottom of your shoe and wrap it around one time. Then you can snug it up. If you had a long strap, a fabric strap, that could also work too. Okay, so another tip on the towel, try not to grab both ends so it's real thick. Instead, grab a corner so it's thinner and easier to grab onto, and then grab the opposite corner on the other end, which makes the towel just a little bit longer, easier to handle. Okay, so I'm going to start with my right foot, place the towel underneath the shoe. I'm going to lay back, keep my left leg flat to the ground. I'm going to start swinging it out. I'm going to drive that heel into the ground against a little bit of resistance from the towel, and then each time I swing it up, I want to get a little bit farther back each time. So maybe swing it out 10 or 12 times. And then I want to hold it up at the top, and I want to choke up on the towel or the band, whichever you're using. And I want to pull down just a little bit and get kind of a nice medium aggressive stretch. Focus on your opposite leg flat to the ground. Okay, both knees are locked. You're gonna get a nice stretch on the hamstring, a little bit in the calf. Next, what I want you to do is bend your knee towards your shoulder to relax the stretch, and then I want you to lock it back out straight. And we're gonna repeat that several times, maybe about 6 times or so. Each time you lock that knee out, I want you to get your foot a little bit farther back, so the stretch is a little bit more aggressive each time. After about a half dozen, we're going to lock it out one more time at the top, and we'll hold that stretch for about 10 or 15 seconds. This should be much more aggressive now. Again, stretching that hamstring, a little bit of calf stretch. Make sure that other leg is flat to the ground. Don't let that knee bend. Keep that knee locked, press into the floor. And relax. Okay, I'm sitting up. I'm going to take my right hand and grab the end of both towels, grab both ends of the towel, okay? I want to take my left hand, and if I'm using a towel, I'm going to go underhand grip. If I'm using a band, I'm going to go overhand grip, because with the band, I can pull it up over the head. With the towel, I'm not going to be able to do that, okay? So I'm going to lay back down, and I'm going to lay my right leg across the body, getting that foot as high as you can, and then pull it towards your face. You're going to get a nice stretch on the IT band, the glute, a little bit of the low back. We'll hold that for about 10 or 15 seconds. And relax. Okay, I'm going to sit back up. I'm switching hand positions, so now my left hand grabs the towel or the band. Okay, my right hand is either going to go overhand grip for band, which I'll be able to pull over my head. With the towel, I'm going to stay underhand grip. I'm going to take my left foot, I'm going to tuck it in. I'm going to lay back down. Leg lays the opposite direction. Again, foot as high as I can, and then pull it towards my face. Nice stretch on the groin, inner thigh. One thing to keep in mind, make sure both shoulders are flat to the ground. It's easy to pick one shoulder off the ground and try to get that leg farther in one direction, but stay disciplined with the shoulders. Keep them flat to the ground. And relax. Okay, we'll sit up. We're going to stretch the calf while we're in this position. So I want to get my toes as close to my shin as I can. So I'm going to choke up on that towel or band. Make sure my heel is elevated. I can rest it on the ground with my other foot underneath, or just keep it elevated in general. Pull those toes as far back as you can. If the towel is too centered with the foot, sometimes you can't feel that stretch. You might need to readjust the position of the towel or the band, whatever you're using. Good. So now I'm going to grab the end of both ends of the towel again with my right arm. I want to roll to my left and pull that band over my right shoulder. Try to get that heel to the butt. My other hand can now grab the towel if I can, and I'm going to elevate that knee off the floor. I'm going to do that several times, maybe about 10 times or so. And relax. It's going to give you a nice stretch on that quad and hip flexor. Now we'll simply switch sides. So I'm going to toss the towel off to the side. I'm going to grab one of my bands here, give you guys a visual for that. Okay, so I'm making the loop, sliding it over my shoe, nice and snug. And laying flat, I'm going to start swinging it out. What I like about the band, it's nice progressive resistance. There's not much give to that towel, but I can really add a lot of progressive resistance with this band. Make sure you swing it up a little bit higher each time. Trying to keep yourself disciplined, keep that opposite leg flat to the ground. Okay, we'll hold that stretch up top. I'm going to choke up on the band or the towel. Nice medium aggressive stretch. Let that knee bend towards your shoulder and lock it back out. We'll do that several times, maybe about 6 times or so. Each time we lock it out, a little bit farther back, a little bit more aggressive on the stretch. And we'll lock and hold one more time. This time I'm really going to force down. I'm going to pull down on that band. I can get much more aggressive on the stretch with the band than I can the towel. But either are going to work. They both work. And relax. Okay, so I'm going to try showing you from the back side here. This might help show you how it looks from when I pull over my head. Okay, so left hand is in the loop. Right hand grabs the center, okay, or underhand with the towel. I'm laying down. Both hands come up over the head and laying the leg down across the body. I'm keeping my shoulders down. I can take my right hand and then pull towards my face. I'm intensifying that stretch. Gonna hold for 10 to 15. Making sure both shoulders flat to the ground, best you can. Good, we'll sit up. Okay, switching hand positions. So now my right hand is in the loop or grabbing the ends of the towel. Okay, my left hand grabs the center of both bands. Overhand grip with the band, underhand with the towel. I'm tucking my right foot in, laying down, pulling both hands over the head. Oh, band came loose on me here. Tighten that back up. Okay, both hands over the head, laying the leg down, opposite direction. Both shoulders are flat to the ground. Taking my left hand now and I'm pulling it towards my face, intensifying that stretch on that groin, inner thigh. And relax. Okay, we're going to get that calf stretch. So readjust the band if you need to. Choking up on the band, pulling those toes back as far as you can towards the shin. Good stretch on the calf. Okay, relax. Okay, left hand grabbing both ends of the towel or grab the loop of your band. Okay, I'm rolling over to my right side, pulling the band over my left shoulder. Getting that heel to the butt, so I'm going to take my other hand. Both hands are on the band or the towel. Do the best you can. Elevate that knee off the ground about 10 times. and relax. All right, how's everybody doing? Everybody make it through okay?
Good here.
All good.
Thank you.
Guys got any questions for me? All good. No questions, no comments?
What YouTube address, or what is it under you or what?
It's under DSI Health and Wellness. So there will be a link to that page, I believe on the Teams group. There's also, I know for sure, an icon link in our health and wellness site on the hub. So you can be redirected to the hub via Teams. There's actually a YouTube icon that says DSI YouTube channel. So there's a couple different ways you can get redirected there. If you're having trouble, just let me know. I can send you a link individually. So.
Okay, thank you.
Not a problem. Hope you guys have a great Easter weekend. Enjoy the day off. Wish it was 80 degrees again like it was yesterday, but I'll take what we can get.
Thanks.
All right, no
Thank
problem.
you.
We'll see you guys.
God bless.